Hey everyone, it's Jamie from IndependenceStTarot and Seasons and Ritual, and I'm here to do the weekly Astro Tarot check-in. And the first one is, which is very interesting, that came out is the Magician. And also on the bottom of the deck is the Sun, and we're going to take that because before, when I started shuffling, the Sun came out, and when I broke the deck, the Magician was there. So since they showed themselves again, we're going to keep them, and then we're going to grab one more from the deck. Okay. We can't make this up. Page of Wands. Okay, it's on the bottom. Okay. So it is Wednesday, and the reason I laugh about this is because the big story of the week, of course, is this full supermoon in Aries. And before I came on and started, I was just thinking, make sure, Jamie, you note that Aries has the North Node in it and Libra has the South Node in it, because that's really important. And the lunar nodes always travel backwards, and they stay in each sign for, I want to say, like 16 to 18 months. It's not quite 2 years. And the North Node is what we aspire to, and the South Node is what we need to leave behind. And if you guys remember the video from Monday, Helen was saying, besides the fact that there is that square, the moon in Aries, besides that square with Vesta and Cancer, the moon's not really interacting with anything but the sun that day. And to me, that signaled that this is a very important full moon. So without further ado, let's get into these cards. And quite honestly, it's Wednesday. This full moon is on Friday. It's a super full moon. We're going to start feeling the effects today. It's usually 3 days before and then 3 days after. So, and the fact that this is a super full moon, you guys really start noticing what it is that you're feeling, what it is that you keep paying attention to. What are the things that you're paying attention to that maybe you don't want to keep paying attention to? That's also important. Start noticing things that you want to go forwards, because basically, like, a lot of times when we get stuck, or not stuck, but when things really want to move, we pay attention to things that maybe don't make us feel very good, or old stories. And so those are the things that that we need to let go of, right? And so if those old stories are coming up right now, notice, we are in Libra season, and that South Node is in Libra. So what about those old stories that make you feel out of balance? Okay. And then maybe start with that. And then this full moon on Friday is in Aries. And I think it's pretty clear with these cards. We have the Magician. I'm just going to say what they are first. We have the Magician, that is the manifester. We have the Sun, which is our self-confidence. And then we have the Moon, right, which is our intuition. And so to me, this is basically saying this is a big full moon for us to start stepping more into our destiny. Full moons, again, are when we're most psychic. Full moons is what illuminates what needs to be left behind, what we need to focus on to move forward. So go ahead and start making those notes. Go ahead and start paying attention. I noticed today that my energy started to lift. It's starting to feel a lot like a higher vibration. The past week or so, maybe 2 weeks, I don't want to say, it's been a lower vibration. It's been a lot of energy showing what needs to move out type vibration. And today it's finally starting to break. It's finally starting to lift, right? So see if that's what's going on with you guys. This Magician, he points to the sky and he points to the earth, right? And he's that conduit in between. So you guys drink plenty of water. Water is a conduit. You be the conduit. You decide what it is that you want to manifest. It's important to see now that you have all the tools to do so, right? This is the first card in the major arcana. He has they have the infinity symbol above them. And that always speaks to me as stepping into your destiny. This is part of your destiny. The red roses are the alchemist tool, and then he has the lilies, right, which are often seen at funerals. All right, so it is the cycle of death and rebirth. It is the cycle of moving on. It is the cycle of letting go, right? When the sun comes in, the sun is our self-confidence, right? The sun is our solar plexus. The sun is happiness. The moon will be in Aries, which is a fire sign, right? And then what's interesting is the sun will be in Libra. The sun is in Libra, but the moon is in Aries. Aries is a fire sign. Okay. The moon, I'm confusing myself. The moon is our intuition. Okay. So the sun, which will be in a, which will, the sun, okay, let's just not go down that route, Jamie. You're confusing yourself. The sun card, let's just focus on the card. The sun card is telling us we need to pay attention to what it is that makes us happy. We need to pay attention to what it is that we want. And we need to start paying attention and understanding that we have the skills to manifest what we want. Okay. And then our intuition, that's our divine feminine. So again, the divine masculine and the divine feminine are showing up very strong for the rest of the week. I mean, they should show up every day, but this is just a good reminder. That divine feminine is coming in. The divine feminine is our intuition. The divine feminine is what listens. The divine feminine is what creates, right? And that's what this moon is here for. So again, you have what you need to manifest. Just ask your intuition. What is it that I need to do to manifest this, right? And then have confidence that you can get it done. At the bottom of the deck, we have a lot of fire energy, which makes sense because that moon, that full moon is in Aries, which is a fire sign. But I'm going to leave it at that so I don't freaking confuse myself. The Page of Wands, and that page energy is that young energy, it's excitement, right? The Page of Wands is the visionary. Just like the King of Wands, that Wands energy is visionary energy. The Page, though, because he's not quite the king, he's not that mature energy. The Page, though, isn't jaded. The Page knows he can get it done. Whatever he says, all the pages, they're like, yeah, I can do that. And people would say, well, do you know how hard it is? And they're just like, yeah, I can do it. And you know what? They usually do. So it's important to get back in touch with this Page of Wands energy. It is so important right now for you guys. We've got to start listening to our own truths. We've got to start listening to our authentic selves. Okay. We really got to see that we can do this because we are in this age of Aquarius, which is the individual first, and then the collective. We can do this. I mean, this is wild. We pulled the Magician, we pulled the Sun, who kept showing up even before I came on camera, and then the Moon came up, right? This is beautifully balanced. We are in Libra season, so see, the Spirit's throwing me a softball. He's like, see, Jamie, like, or Spirit, not necessarily he, but it's throwing me a softball saying, okay, that's it. You know, Libra season needs to be balanced. The Sun is in Libra. So this is balanced. I would say thank you, Goddess, for that tidbit of information. And then we have this Magician, right? The more we're balanced with our sun and moon, the easier it is going to be for us to manifest. Okay, guys, this is a great week coming up for the rest of the week. If you guys have any questions, remember to stay unjaded. That came through too. Remember to stay unjaded. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I'll have all the information below, like and subscribe and all that stuff. And then I will see you next time.